Dun, 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 dun. Check, mic, check. Hit herself with a mic. It's an honor to be with you today. And every other day.
Hey guys. Welcome back to the Cellar Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Sam Marie, and I couldn't find my co-host, Gia Angelina, today, so I brought you guys the closest thing to her.
I ain't close to that little gremlin.
And that's Brian Campbell.
What's up, Sammy Lavelle? It's nice to meet you. Or no, it's nice to be on your show. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
This feels so silly to do this with you.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not something I ever dreamed of, so.
How do people do couples podcasts?
I don't know. Good for them. They're probably just like elite level communicators.
I think we're elite level communicators.
Yeah, but for them to be able to sit down, like, do they record every night as couples?
No, probably not.
Once a week?
I don't know ththese people.
If I feel like they were gonna record as a couple's podcast, I
think it's just that your voice is so loud.
I think, well, yeah, you record with a little gremlin. She talks like this when she talks. But Gia can get loud.
Yeah, she can.
If we were to do a couple's podcast and we were gonna record on a Tuesday, let's just say a random Tuesday, I would not want to talk to you the entire day. So we had stuff to talk about. You know what I mean?
That's not very nice.
Well, no, I'm not saying that because I don't want to talk to you. I'm just saying, like, if we really build it, because imagine like the conversations we had today about the house.
Yeah, no, the podcast with Gia, I feel like it goes better the longer we have not spoken to, because then it's just like
exactly
we're just talking.
So me and you,
we're catching up.
Yes, if we would have had the conversation on air right now about what happened with the housing situation today, looking for a house, then that could have been a great conversation for people to listen to.
Yeah, but you can repeat it.
Okay.
But I didn't actually lose Gia. She's just being a schoolgirl, a working girl.
Schoolgirly.
She's busy, so
I don't blame
we're going
her.
to take a little bit of load off her. Yeah, this is about the time I would say that
Stuff gets tough.
Yeah, and I feel like I remember you every time.
I'm kicking my feet up. I don't normally do this on the normal show, but I'm kicking my feet up and relaxing since I'm with my girl.
And for the listeners, Brian doesn't match at all. He has a black shirt on that has white and red coloring.
Tough
then
as
he
nails.
has navy blue pants that come up to his like mid shin.
Yep. Shout out Seahart, got me these sweatpants.
And then he has these socks on.
Saucony socks. Do you know where I got these?
Fleet Feet.
Yes, but do you know how I got them?
When you won the beer mile.
That's my girl.
Wait, you got second.
Yeah, still give me knuckles. Second place in the beer mile. I ran a 7-minute 14 down in Greenville, North Carolina, and the guy who beat us ran a 6-minute and 22nd mile. Wasn't even close.
I came in fourth place for the women's beer mile at 12 minutes.
That's actually really impressive.
But my second beer mile in Wheeling, I ran it in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was slower too.
I think the beer was worse.
No, it was way easier to drink when we were in West Virginia and did it. But I was in better shape when we ran it in North Carolina.
Was it a Pine Room beer?
No, we drank Kona.
Oh,
Kona.
I don't know. Maybe it was the adrenaline of the Greenville one.
Remember how heavy the beer was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
It was like an IPA at like 7%.
I threw it up on my last lap.
In some poor lady's backyard.
Guys, I probably would have got third if I didn't have to stop to throw up.
I can't believe how many people you kept passing. Like, you would drink your beer the slowest. You would like come out of the gate at like 12th place. You'd catch everyone up, get to second. You'd take forever, end up in 10th, catch everyone, end up in third. By the third or fourth lap, it's too much to make up. You were the fastest runner there. You're just the slowest drinker.
Yeah.
The one lady that won your guys' stuff, she was...
The way she drank the beer, she drank the beer faster than any of the men.
Yes, it just disappeared when it went down her throat.
Yeah. Ew.
What?
Sometimes you just say things like with weird emphasis.
What do you mean? She literally chugged the beer faster than the guys.
That's what I said.
Hi, Q Dog. We have Q in the studio with us.
We always have Q in the studio.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the Pine Cellar. You guys are growing quickly. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I watched you guys get 300 views on your most recent YouTube video. I have no idea how long it took us to do that as the Pine Room, but I know we did not do it as fast as you two. So congratulations.
Thanks.
And to all 31 of your subscribers that will automatically...
38.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
All 38 of your subscribers that are automatically going to get this video, hello to each and every one of you. I'm a fan of yours. If you're subscribed to them, I'm a fan of you. So whatever you're doing in your life, I'd love to tune into what you're doing.
Yeah, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, from the start.
Somebody keeps telling us to clean up the table, so we cleaned it up today.
Wait, someone keeps commenting and telling you to clean up the table?
Yeah, but they really...
that is awesome.
They like this setup specifically, which I agree. I like this setup too.
They might be my new favorite commenter.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I am excited for them to see that specific viewer and all the subscribers and everybody tuned in, but I'm very excited for them, that specific one, to see when we get our own setup, and if he hates it or if they love it.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
What if they're like, go back to the other room?
Yeah. Well, we'll still have this room, so maybe you guys can just have this one.
Yeah, the only thing is I can't imagine being here in the dead of summer recording. It'd just be so hot.
Yeah, and I mean, our new office isn't going to have any windows either, so I don't know if there's going to be AC
cooler
back
in there.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be cooler when we have all the furniture and stuff in there?
I don't know. I think it's the lighting probably that makes it hot. This is also like a very locked in room. Also, when did you guys put the ceilings back on?
Jub and Jarrett must have put them back in. It was cool when it was off, but everyone could hear us and we could hear everyone in all of these offices. I
can always hear them when I come in to edit and they're doing the radio. There's one guy who does the radio at like 5:30 or 6, or I think maybe it starts at 6, but he gets here at like 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Here we go."
That was pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, Brian and I have been doing some house hunting recently. You guys would have... I didn't go through too much of it in the vlog just because I didn't know what we were allowed to show. Obviously, we'll show you guys once we actually get the house, but we did some house hunting. We found a home that we liked.
I think I really liked it. I think you have a house that you don't like, that you like, you really like, you love, and then you really love.
Yeah, I don't think I loved it.
No, I didn't love it.
I just really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it too.
I think I would have loved it if there was a little bit more backyard and a little bit more space upstairs.
Correct.
But we put an offer in because it's not worth what it's asking, and you would never get your return on investment on it.
Look at you, little business girly.
But we put the offer in and they were basically like, no. And so our realtor just sent back like, okay, if you are interested in lowering the price, they'd be interested. But if not, then we'll be seeing you.
Yeah. So our realtor's doing a really, really good job helping us out, which is nice. And that's what kind of was nice.
Yeah, she's like on our side.
Yes, she's on our side, which is what is important to us, because when we were in North Carolina, we saw a bad side of realtors and then we saw a really good side of realtors. Mm-hmm. We had two separate realtors that helped us buy a home in Durham, North Carolina, and that also helped us buy a home in Greenville, North Carolina. And the two that helped us buy them were both really good.
Yeah, but we'd seen some really bad realtors.
Yeah, and we've moved on from realtors that kind of just didn't put in any effort.
Yeah.
In helping us get homes. And then the realtor that's helping us right now, while we look for homes, is phenomenal, it just makes such a difference in my opinion.
Yeah, you definitely want somebody like who's on your team, and is ready to like negotiate for you.
And it's nice that she's kind of on the same page. Like, it was nice when we walked out a couple of the homes and we were talking about what we think we would offer, and the number coming out of her mouth is the same one that we were thinking out of. So that's nice, because I think there's a disconnect when you have a realtor. Let's just say we're both in our mid-20s. If we have a realtor that may be in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, that even though they understand the market the same way that the 20-year-old realtor does, their 20-year-old realtor is going to think the same way we do. Yeah. And we're not thinking the same way that the 40, 50, or 60-year-old does. Because I feel like a lot of them in their generation were buying homes to live in for 15, 20 years. Like, that's in the back of their mind. But I think it's just a completely different mindset now. I don't see a lot of us living in homes in our age for 3 to 5 years, at least before you have kids. We live in them as an investment to rent out and then to possibly flip and sell depending on what the market does.
Yeah. I think that was like the first two as well. I didn't expect to have to leave both of the first two so soon. I think it was more so just due to work and stuff.
I love our Greenville home.
Yeah, would have stayed there longer for sure.
I love that. It'd be nice if you could just, if it was like a Sims video game, you could just pick it up
and put it where you want
and just put it where you want it.
Because I do love our Greenville home. There's just like space.
The kitchen, I love the kitchen in our bedroom, and like our bathroom being attached to the bedroom on the upstairs was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of, in this Wheeling market, there's not a lot of rooms with the bathroom attached.
No, because I think a lot of the homes were all built around the same time, and I don't think that was that might not have been a hot commodity then to have them connected like that.
Interesting.
Because you know how like would you agree with a lot of like our friends' parents' homes that we've been in? They don't have that open concept kitchen living room. Mm-mm. You know, some of the friends' parents have updated walls down and updated it to make it that way. But you didn't really start to see that, I think, until the last 15 or 20 years.
Correct.
So, like, that's a new concept. I think the bathroom in a bedroom is a new concept as well. So.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I could just be completely making that up, but that's just my guess.
Yeah.
Hi, little Bert.
Again, you come here for the vibes, not the facts.
Yes.
The same goes for when Brian joins.
Yeah. I love being fact-checked also because that's how I learn. So.
Brian and Gio both say something confidently that like really might not be true.
I think that's I took tests the same way.
I'm serious. And how'd you do on those tests?
I was like a solid B- student all the way up through sophomore year of high school. I think there's a direct correlation to meeting you because then I turned into a B+ A- student. You just naturally got good grades. So I was like, well, if I'm with her, I can't like be the loser in the relationship. So then I just randomly turned into a 4.0 student and then never looked back.
Yeah. I think I naturally was responsible and a good studier.
Yes, you turned me into a really good studier. Like
good grades. I don't think anybody just like sniffs a book and then like they get a good grade.
Yes, I think you studied really well, and you helped me out with all the study tips and tricks when I was in school. Because some of those guys like Earl, Jarrett, I think Chase was like this, even though he went to WVU while we were at West Lib. They literally, I never saw them study. And they would just walk into the classroom at West Lib and get A's. But, I mean, I was stuck in the library for like 3 or 4 hours a night sometimes.
Yeah,
I think college was easy for those dudes.
I still always studied.
Yeah, and I know. That's what I'm getting at. You helped me with my study tips and tricks when I was in the library, absolutely crushing a caramel frappuccino and like 3 everything bagels and cream cheese. Ew, Q.
He farted?
I can't tell if that's his breath or he farted.
It's probably his breath.
Q.
We're working on Q's breath, but he eats cat turds, and it's hard to control in the environment that we're in right now. So.
Wait, let me get my phone out. Carlos and Tino sent this. Carlos and Tino, for anyone that don't know this, those are my first cousins. My mom's brother's kids. Shout out the Cusics. We're in a big group message and with Trace and Tino, Carlos, all them. They sent a thing. It was a bracket. What was the biggest thrill growing up? And some of the things on there are awesome, like the Little League snack bar, swearing, parents stopping for fast food, sleepovers, trampoline, double bounce. Like when your parents stopped for food as a little kid, there was nothing better. Which one would you pick as a kid?
Out of those ones?
Yeah. Out of those two.
Oh, what was the two?
Swearing and parents stopping for fast food.
Oh, fast food.
Yeah, so that would move on. Okay, well, the number 1 seed is seeing boobs, and the number 16 one is the Little League snack bar.
Okay, those are not applicable to me.
But which one would you choose to move on in the next round?
I guess the snacks.
Okay, so now snack bar versus parents stopping for fast food.
Fast food.
So now fast food is in the championship against somebody else.
Okay, what's the other side?
Okay, sleepovers or pulling pranks?
Sleepovers.
Okay, trampoline double bounce or getting a truck to honk?
Double bounce.
Okay, so now it's double bounce versus parents stopping for food.
Oh, food.
Okay, yeah. So now another bracket. Snow days or seeing a rated R movie?
Rated R movie.
Okay. Substitute teacher or sneaking out of the house?
Sneaking out, I guess.
Okay. Sneaking out of the house or parents stopping for fast food?
Fast food.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't really have to sneak out. I could just go.
This is awesome. There's nothing that might beat this fast food. All right. Christmas morning or going downhill on a bike?
Oh, Christmas morning. I almost died going downhill on a bike.
Ditching class or the last day of school?
Last day of school. I didn't skip class.
Last day of school or Christmas morning?
Last day of school or Christmas morning? Oh, last day of school probably.
Okay.
Until I met the Campbells.
Last day of school or trampoline double bounce?
Trampoline double bounce.
In the championship, you have parents stopping for fast food versus the trampoline double bounce.
Fast food.
There you go. That's awesome.
Okay.
Isn't that fun? I love that. But
is that what would win for you, or like seeing boobs?
No. Parents stopping for fast food or last day of school were in my championship, and I.
Oh, we were on the same page.
Yeah, parents stopping for fast food is what won for me.
Oh, okay.
But Carlos,
Dude, I love going to Chick-fil-A because I knew I could trade my toy in for an ice cream cone.
See, that's the thing. I didn't have Chick-fil-A until I was like a junior in high school.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Imagine being me. Imagine being me moving here and there's no
Chick-fil-A. And you grew up on it in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. I didn't even have it until high school, and you were eating it at 4 years old. What'd you say your parents would get on the kitchen table?
Oh, yeah, because like all the cousins would come over, and we would just get a tray of 50 nuggets.
I didn't even have a Chick-fil-A sandwich until I was like 16, and you were 4 years old picking it. And they've been the same since you were little?
Yeah, I feel like they used to be better. Like, I think they're starting to fizzle out, you know?
Was the Chick-fil-A sandwich the same? Like, was it just as good when you or would you never get that?
Oh, no. I had a chicken sandwich phase.
Like when you were in like third grade?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. What did you have for the first time when you moved to West Virginia that you guys couldn't get when you were down there? Doesn't your dad tell a story?
It was stuff we couldn't get. It's just stuff that we didn't go to. Like, I don't think I ever had Subway before I came here. I never had Dairy Queen before I came here.
Oh, we grew up on Dairy Queen.
The only time we went to McDonald's was for McDonald's breakfast before we were driving somewhere, and I would get the pancake breakfast because I didn't like the breakfast sandwiches. Yeah, it was good, but you know how hard it is to eat a pancake breakfast in a car with 5 people and probably a dog or 2.
Oh yeah, that syrup's so tough to pour, and then but I was the same way because it was tough, but I just dump it in there, shake it around, and just eat it all as one thing, like a Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, that was probably smart. But when I was a child, I was like a peas don't touch carrots kind of gal.
Have you, I mean, I'm an avid listener of the Pine Cellars. I'd say I'm in your top 10% of fans. I don't know if I'm your biggest fan, but I am a big fan. Have you ever talked about your phases you went through with your ribs on the show?
I'm not sure.
Will you talk about that?
I guess, and then we could perhaps get into the topic of that.
And I still want to read what Carlos said about his picks.
Okay. I don't know that there's much to say. I just loved getting half a rack of ribs and a root beer at the restaurant.
And this isn't like an 18-year-old girl. This is like...
I was like 8 years old.
If I saw an 8-year-old eating a rack of ribs and a root beer, like, that kid's cool.
Yeah, I'd go to... well, I wasn't cool. Definitely not cool. I just
You would have been cool to me.
Quaker Steak and Lube was like a place where I'd get like a half a rack of ribs and a root beer.
Can you imagine like that server coming to
doused
look at like...
in barbecue sauce?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How tall you think you were when you were 8? Like 4 foot?
No, not that big.
You were taller than 4 foot when you were 8 years old.
Okay, no, I was probably 4 foot.
Yes.
When I got to St. Mike's, I was 4 foot, like 9.
Okay. Imagine...
That's like 5th grade.
Let's act like you actually were underneath 4 feet as an 8-year-old. Let's say you were 3'10". Do you know how little that is?
No.
That's so small.
Yeah.
Like Coop and Emily's kid, Emmett might be 3'10" right now, and he's 4 years old.
Oh, well, okay. I wasn't 3'10".
Exactly, but let's just assume you were.
Yeah, no. I was 4'9" when I moved to. I just remember whatever my first appointment here when I was with Dr. Mossman in Wheeling when we moved, I was 4'9".
In 5th grade.
Yeah, I'm 5th
Okay, so
grade.
imagine an 8-year-old 3'10" Sammy sitting at Quaker Steak. Here comes the server.
No, but I was probably like 4 foot by
Yeah, but we're acting like you're 3'10".
No, let's be realistic.
Okay, you're 4'2".
Okay.
4'2", 8-year-old Sammy. Here comes the server. Hey, honey, what do you want to eat? And she's expecting chicken fingers, grilled cheese, maybe a soup. Go ahead and order. Hey, what do you want to eat?
Can I have a half rack of ribs with a side of French fries?
And what would you like to drink? And the server's already stunned.
Root beer, please.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going
it
back.
only comes in a glass. That's fine.
I'm going back in the kitchen and telling everybody that an 8-year-old just ordered a half a rack of ribs.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I was like that. And then, like, my Uncle Jerry used to always make ribs at the family reunion.
Oh, the one time when we were in New Hampshire, I had steak and corn. It was so good. But then you guys
Did Uncle Jerry make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you all made a joke that every time you guys are up there, that's what you guys get to eat.
Yeah.
But it was
so
so
much
good,
corn.
because it was my first time.
There was one year that all they would feed us was hamburgers. I'm serious. We weren't even allowed to get cereal for breakfast. Everybody had to finish off all the hamburgers that were made.
What's the ice cream place I like up there?
Skelly's.
Oh,
It's
so
actually
good.
not necessarily an ice cream place. It's a gas station with like an ice cream area.
Yeah.
But it's not like a gas station.
It's like a convenience store.
Yeah.
And
But it's cute.
Yeah,
like it's not gross or sticky.
No. We walked up to that little side window and I got like extra cookie dough in my app. What they call it? An avalanche? Or
A flurry.
a flurry. They're
No, that's McDonald's.
What's the name of the place again?
No, they call them flurries.
What's the name of this place? Skelly's?
Mm-hmm.
Skelly's. It's in Lake Winnipesaukee, right?
Yeah.
Winnipesaukee, New Hampshire. Yeah, I think they're called flurries too. Website. What flavor did you get?
I probably just got like M&Ms or like Reese's or like
Yeah, you did get that. They don't have a menu. Oh yeah, they do. Ice cream menu. This is unbelievable. Here it is. Skelly's ice cream. Flavor, special sundaes, toppings, fluffernutter, frappe, float. Where is it? Okay, they've got all the flavors, but it's not what they call it.
what do they call it?
I don't know. I can't
Let me
find
see.
it. I'll find it. I'm good at this. Trust me. Okay, here, you find it. I can't find
I'll check my email while we wait, guys.
it. You're right. They're called flurries. You're a genius.
Okay.
Good call.
I love to be right.
That was exhausting.
Well, anyways, welcome to episode 22 of the Pine Cellar Podcast. Again, we are here with one of your hosts, Sam Marie, and I guess our first guest, but not really a guest, but like a guest.
What's up?
But I guess you would go by Adam Bryan because we go by our first
your
and
first
middle
and middle name? Yeah, Adam Bryan. Nice to meet you.
Well, you
Well-
would just say like thanks for having me.
Yeah. I already said thanks.
I know, but if you were looking
yeah.
you were looking for something, like you've already
Okay.
met me before.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for having me.
Or you could say like anything you want.
Thanks for flying me out here to get on the show.
We don't have that kind of budget.
You did
But-
fly me out here. Well, all right, let's take a break.
What? We're not taking a break.
When do you do your ad reads?
We don't have ads, you weirdo. That's your job.
You are the host. You can give an ad to whatever you want. Make your sponsor the show by your podcast.
Okay, this show is sponsored by Samantha LaBelle PAC.
Yeah.
If you are looking for Botox,
That's my girl. Good work.
you can find my Instagram at Samantha LaBelle _PA.
Let's go.
She does Botox services, facials,
Yeah, she does.
skincare consults. DM me, message me. You can reach me at the Pine Cellar Girls, Sam Marie on Instagram, or my PA Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll come do your talks.
Mm-hmm.
I was so good at it, they had me do extra people at the training forum.
Yeah, she did.
So
Hey, give it up right here. That's how you do it.
yeah, that's who we're sponsored by, the one and only.
That's what I'm talking about. I might tell the guys we got to give you a sponsor on our show. That'd be cool.
You should.
Yeah, that'd be
I
sweet.
can't. I'm not going to pay you for it, but
No, you don't got to pay for it.
okay. But today's episode is just kind of going to be about like productivity.
I like to be productive. It's a staple of my day. I think it gets the people going. Sometimes I slack a little bit, but I'm a huge fan of it.
What do you think is the key for you to be productive?
Having a set schedule. I think that is so important for me, day in, day out. It's not always the same schedule, but when I go to bed the night before, if I know what is on the agenda, I have to be here, 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 and here at this time. Then I can fit other things into the times when I'm not doing anything. And then you create that so on, like, quote unquote, 25th hour in your day.
Okay.
I love it.
Explain to the viewers what's the 25th hour?
So, like, obviously.
I only knew there was 24 of them.
Yeah. So, obviously.
And I like to be asleep for.
Yeah. You do be sleeping good.
At least 8 of them.
You sleep okay. I feel like you're restless.
You sleep way better than me.
Yeah. Once we get in our bigger bed again, you'll sleep better.
Hopefully.
But for example, let's just say 2 months ago, I was spending from 9:30 till 10 a.m. on my phone. It was a consistent habit. And then from 1:30 till 2, I was checking sports scores or reading news articles, right? So that's an hour of my day from 9:30 till 10, and from 1:30 till 2 for a month straight, I was doing the same thing. Before let's say I'm tired of this habit, let's change it. Before I go to bed a random night, I'm saying, okay, from 9:30 till 10, I know I have a break in my work schedule. Let's set up sponsorship packages from 9:30 till 10. From 1:30 till 2, let's check emails and see if we can get a hold of any of these other doctors, right? So now you just created an extra hour in your day. Did you? No. You're deleting bad habits, but it feels like you did.
Okay.
So now you found an extra hour here. Maybe the next month you're into a good habit from that hour. Then you find another 45 minutes where you're doing something. So now you created, now you're on hour 25 and a half.
Okay.
Does that make sense in anyone else's head? Probably not. In my head, yes. So having a set schedule.
I don't think it matters if it works for you.
Yeah. Having a set schedule keeps me productive.
How do you set your schedule? Do you write it down? Or?
No, it's just up in this brain of mine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's fun. Well, I take that back. When we have something important going on, or something that, like a meeting, an event, a birthday, a trip, those go in the schedule. Those actually get written down in my phone. This is a set hard in time. And like a lot of my days have multiple things on the schedule. But if you know you have something at 9, 1, 3:30, and 5, now you're like, okay, I can be productive from 7 to 9. I can get in the gym. I can follow up on emails. I have a meeting at 9 that I have to be to. I have a meeting at 1 that I have to be to. You can make sure you get lunch at noon. So I think just having the schedule keeps you so productive.
Yeah, I agree. I normally just roll with it, but because we were doing a productive day in the life vlog the other day, I wrote everything that I was going to do down, and after I finished writing it down, I was like, whoa, I have way less things to do than I originally thought I did. But when it's all jumbled in my brain, it just feels like anxiety.
You're so good at getting stuff done. It's impressive how good you are at that.
You think?
Oh, dude, you were one of the first people to ever teach me about crossing stuff off the list and getting stuff done that way. I watch you, it's impressive when you have 10 to 15 things on your list and they just start to get knocked out quick. And you're always like, I got this done, this done, this done. And it's only 9 a.m. and then it hits noon and you already got 6 other things done. When you are set to do something, I've never seen someone get it done faster.
Oh,
You attack goals. Some people set goals, you attack them.
How do you feel like you set goals?
I don't do a great job of it. I just recently started doing the Harvard study where you write it down and you tell people because you have a much larger percentage chance of hitting your goal that way. I feel like I do my best at hitting goals the more people I tell, because then they kind of inadvertently hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Right? If I tell 2 people that I want to run a sub 6-minute mile by January 1st, they might either forget to even bring it up to you, or they don't care, or they're like, hey, we trust you to do it. They're not saying anything. But you tell 3 people, now you have a better chance of someone bringing it up or doing it with you. Now you tell 4, you tell 5. So I think that helps, but telling it to the right people, telling it around you that are in your circle that
makes a difference.
Yeah, because you're not going to I'm not going to go on Instagram and post I want to run a 6-minute mile every day. I'm just not someone that does that. And people that do that, it works really well for them. So good for them, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I feel a lot of fear in vocalizing my dreams and goals to other people.
Good. You work in silence. It's like a chess game. It's impressive.
Well, I feel like I vocalized it more now than I used to, but I feel like it's scary. to say what your dreams and goals are.
Yeah, it's good.
Then
It
if you
should
don't,
be
like,
scary.
achieve it, then you've maybe disappointed somebody.
No, that's not how. I don't think that's how you gotta look at it.
Well, probably not. That's just how I feel about
Vocalizing it's like puts a little pressure on you. Pressure is a privilege. It's a good thing.
Pressure's a privilege. Is it?
Yeah, and you know how diamonds are made, right?
No.
With an
Mind. Don't you mine them? You mine for diamonds?
Yeah, but you know how they're made? Like after you're mining for them, but they've been made somehow.
Oh, maybe from the dirt?
Well, a little bit, but an absurd amount of pressure makes diamonds.
Oh.
Like a ton of pressure.
Well, I don't need to be like a diamond.
No, well, you are. Yeah, you are. Like you're talking about diamonds.
I don't want that much pressure.
Yes, you do. Pressure makes diamonds.
But recently I made a mood board, and I would say like 75% of the things that was on that mood board have like come to fruition.
You're a dog, that's why.
But I've never made a mood board before, so I thought that was really cool. So I think that's going to be a way that I set goals, because I like that it's aesthetic, creative, but also it's like determined and focused. Yeah,
I like that. My life's also a lot easier because I live with a pure-blooded winner. So that helps.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So next question. Q-Dog's just getting a crazy massage right now.
How do you measure success for yourself?
It's a tough question because...
Well, because there's different aspects of success, but you can define it in those aspects, right? Because you're going to have your, like... your soft answer, like, oh, I'm successful by the people that love me, but like...
Oh, yeah, that's a good answer, too.
Oh, I thought you were going to give that.
No. My favorite way that I've ever heard success, and I kind of live by this one, too, is just doing something you've never done before. Because you have to
but like, do you like, where's the success? Like, define success for that.
Yeah, doing something you haven't done yet. I think because you can find success in that, in what you haven't done, right? So, like, for example,
I don't know if I follow.
Okay, let's get there. Give me an example of anything I do, either work, personal,
like something you already do.
Yeah, give me something I already do. Working out, job, whatever. You just name it. Go ahead.
You go to F45.
Exactly. Here we go. So an example of success in F45 would be picking up weight and doing it for a certain amount of reps that I haven't done yet. That is a successful...
Oh, okay.
That is a successful class for me. I had a successful workout if I did that. And then on top of that, success may be hitting a goal within where you can hit success. So a goal of mine, maybe like today I stepped on one of those body scales, right, where you get your body fat measured, right? It's at 13% right now. That's what my body fat's at. I'd love to see it under 10. I've never had it under 10. When I was playing at West Liv, it was at 10.8. That's like the lowest I ever got it. So success for me would be hitting that goal, but also every day I can see success with picking up new weight. Same thing with... Yeah. So
I like that.
Same thing with...
Like, having a kid would be a success. You've never done it before.
It'd be a beautiful success because we've had success in a relationship.
Because it would have my eyes.
Yeah, and your curly hair, and it would be smart as you.
Joking.
And it would smell like really like you, like how you smell bad, and then it would be,
I don't stink.
No, you don't. Just sometimes.
I don't stink ever. The only time I stink is if I eat like Chipotle or something that makes my tummy hurt.
Whatever you ate on that one trip from North Carolina back home. That was the definition of stunk.
Nobody needs to know that. That's crazy.
That was 7 hours straight. No, but like, yeah, you're right. You're on it. Success, something you haven't done yet. So.
That's fun.
Yeah. How about you?
Probably just like in the literal sense of just like accomplishing goals and like seeing progress. Like I'm really bad at, I mean, this is like silly, but I'm really bad at basketball, but we've warmed up with it 3 times at the Y. My percentage is up.
Yeah, it is.
It's up.
I think I saw you make 2 shots in a row. They weren't threes, but I'm pretty sure you made.
I think the only ones I stay making are threes. Yeah. I am not very good at foul shots for some reason.
Your foul shots are just like lasers. Like we got to get on. We got to get that arc on your shot.
I just throw it at the back.
Yeah, it's crazy. You would have been such a good point guard too if you would have played basketball, but
why?
You're just small and shifty. Like
Yeah, but I can't make it, so.
Yeah, but you would have worked. I feel like you would have played good defense too. Like you would have been a little pest. There was nothing worse than playing against people your size. Just annoying. Like they're always up in your grill. They're good on defense. Like they're always finding ways to score underneath the rim. They're always open shooting layups, and then if you leave them open for a 3, it goes in. Just annoying to play against.
No, I don't like a lot of like confrontational things. So I don't think I'd be like very good on defense because I'd be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's how you feel now. Like if you would have grown up playing it, you would have been like, I love confrontation. Like I can't wait to poke someone in their stomach when they're trying to score.
Yeah. I also think for myself personally, like consistency and stability is like a good measure of success as well.
100%. Because you can fail. Like if you're someone who measures their success by if they hit their goals, consistency and stability on the path to hit that goal, there's success in that. Mm-hmm. So it's extremely important.
But I think consistency and stability in and of themselves can be goals.
Yeah, definitely. Like
you don't necessarily need them for the goal. Like
No.
they can be the goal.
Agreed. Big time. Like I've consistently not had coffee for about 3 weeks. I cannot
Or just
wait.
like I've been consistent like with maintaining friendships, or I've just like been consistent with these people.
Yeah.
Or I've been consistent with work, or
Yes.
like been consistent with the podcast, or maintaining a stable relationship, or
Yes.
like those sort of things.
Yeah, you're crushing those too. Good job.
Well, yeah, I was just throwing out like examples.
Yeah, well, all those examples were things that you actually do, so.
I haven't been consistent with work, but I don't think that's my fault. I think you've made me move a couple times.
Yeah, we can blame that one on me. Let's take a break.
Brian, there's no breaks. It's
don't take
an
breaks.
hour long, you weirdo.
Yeah, take breaks like every 15 minutes.
No, we don't need to. We're better than that.
Okay, next question.
A break every 15 minutes is weird. What would you break? You know how much you're losing your 25th hour if you're doing that.
How about how fast Q gets after he goes to the bathroom?
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks.
Do you have a morning routine that sets your day up for success?
I mean, you know the answer to this because we live together. Do you know anyone else that's worse than me in the morning?
No, Brian will literally.
Oh my god, that's messed up that you would ask that. Go ahead, though. Yeah, go ahead.
Brian will stay up so late,
But there's football.
and then
on.
he goes to sleep, and then he sleeps in so late.
There's nothing better than good
Brian
sleep.
came down last night to bed, and I'm like literally turning my sound on, turning the lights off. I'm getting cozy. Me and Q Dog are getting cozy. Brian comes downstairs, gets in bed for a second. It's like, okay, bye. I've got to go watch football.
That was 2 nights ago. Last night was Tuesday night.
Okay,
What?
that doesn't matter. They don't care. Brian, shut your mouth. They don't.
You're right.
They
You're
don't
right.
care
You're
if
right.
it was
You're
last
right.
night
You're
or
right. You're right.
8 weeks ago. They
You're
don't
right.
care.
You're right.
So what do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing. I got to do a better job in the morning. It's simple as that. I'm doing a good job recently.
Yeah, I just wanted to know like what your morning routine is.
Well, I don't really have one. But if I had to pick, this is awesome. If I had to pick, I would do.
If I had to pick, do you feel like there's been a place that we've lived that you're like, do you feel like in Greenville, did you have a? No, you didn't.
I was the least unproductive in the morning I've ever been in Greenville.
Oh, really?
I loved it though.
Oh.
I mean, I was in a good routine from like 10 a.m. till 3 though.
Okay.
Which
yeah, Brian
but's
doesn't
not
have
good
to
enough.
work a full day.
But that's not good enough. Like to put in the good time, you got to be from 7 to 3.
Okay.
I was trying to be productive from working from home on that Greenville, like when we were in that Greenville routine, but it didn't. It works, but not great. But if I had to pick a good morning routine, I would say wake up, work out, great breakfast, attack your day. That's it. Like I think the meditation.
What time would you ideally wake up? You think like 5?
6:30. If I could wake up at 6:30
and have enough time to do all that, you think?
Yeah, if I could wake up at 6:30 and start my workout by 7:15 and then breakfast after, I think you're in business. I think that's more than enough time.
Oh, yeah.
I
I don't have a morning routine right now, but I think the best morning routine I've ever had that actually set me up for success was when I lived in Savannah, Georgia, and I was in PA school. I wake up at 5 every morning, Monday through Friday, get my pre-workout, go to Planet Fitness, and I was like lifting. So I was in the gym for like an hour and a half at least, because like I'd also run a mile or two while I was there. And I remembered to stretch back then.
Yeah.
And then I would get back home and I would make sure like I had enough time to like, I'd be waking up early enough that I would have at least 45 minutes to sit down with breakfast and like watch YouTube.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, like that's it for me. So like I would go work out, I would come back, shower, get ready, get my scrubs on, sit down at the table, or I make my breakfast. And back then, again, I was eating big. So I was have 2 of those protein Kodiak waffles.
So good.
With almond butter on them and honey. And then I would do like scrambled eggs. I'm missing something.
Your smoothie.
Oh, the sausage in a smoothie.
Yeah.
The veggie sausage and smoothie. And then I'd sit down.
Veggie sausage. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then I'd sit down with my little YouTube video, ease my brain a little bit, ease the anxiety a little bit, just do. And then I was ready for the day.
Yeah.
That was the best morning routine I ever had.
And it paid off big time.
Paid off big time for sure. And then I feel like best nighttime routine I've ever had is probably, maybe it was in Greenville.
I was just going to say, you did such a good job of like shutting down, and like you turned off your blue lights. Like you weren't really, like you would read, and like good skincare. I just feel like we were really doing a good job at nighttime in Greenville.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, either I would get back earlier than Brian, so I would sit down, turn on an ambiance, and start reading, like after I like got my PJs from work, or I got home after you because you had an early day or a work from home day, and you would have already started dinner, so I could just sit down and again start reading again, and then. But yeah, that was the best nighttime routine that I ever had for sure.
Can I ask you a question outside of productivity, and then we can go back to it?
Yeah.
What room is most important to you in a house to make it feel like a home? Can I tell you mine?
I think the living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what you want your favorite room to be?
It was in Greenville, but it was like attached with the kitchen.
That's all I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's why I just love that house so much, because of that kitchen and the living room being there. Because it was just so much. Like when I think of us in Greenville, I think of a lot of things, but I just loved coming home. We didn't even have to say anything. Like just being there in that vicinity.
Brian, you've never not said anything.
Okay, relax. Just being in that vicinity of like couch, kitchen, like the bar area, TV, windows.
Yeah, it was just like an open concept. So the kitchen had an island. We had bar stools on it. And then obviously like cabinets, whatever. And then there was the sliding glass door. So there's like mad light coming in from that. And then obviously the island is kind of what separates the living room from the kitchen. And so then the living room had 3 windows, 2 like regular sized, 1 really big one, mad sunlight from that too. And so it was just like bright, cozy. Do you have any questions for me regarding productivity?
I was just going to ask you how you were so successful in Savannah by yourself.
Ariel. I met my best friend, Ariel, down there. I mean, I think for one, it was just like, I certainly was feeling, perhaps trapped where I was before, and like depressed and anxious and like useless and whatever. I just like wasn't feeling good. So like to just get out and go somewhere as beautiful as Savannah, it's just like hard not to thrive off of the environment. And so yeah, I just like got away from everything that was making me feel that way. Met some new people, met some not so great new people, met probably some of the best people I'll ever meet in my life as well. But, and then, yeah, I mean, it was like a hard transition at first. I got my first D the second quarter of PA school. But that was like COVID hit. We went to online. PA school is like not functional online. And it just like wasn't functional for me to like be online by myself. Shout out Thor though. You know, he really got me through those hard times. It would have been way harder without him, but
like Q doesn't even know what you went through during PA school.
No, he doesn't, but he would have made it better too. But yeah, then like people started coming back. Ariel came back because a lot of people left when, like, if they had like a home base to kind of go back to, they left and went there and did PA school from there. But then Ariel had come back, and then she like kind of made me get out of the house and like come out of like the COVID shell. And then like we just got closer, and she's just like a really inspiring person to be around, because she's just somebody who's like done it all for herself.
Like you,
she's
made
the
it
smartest.
made it out the mud.
I guess, but she's really like, she's the smartest person I know, the kindest person I know.
Isn't that crazy? That like you're the answer for people that I know when they say the smartest person they know, and then you are picking her.
Yeah, I mean, she's the smartest person I know.
Which is just crazy. That's crazy to even think about.
But yeah, and I just think it's like so much of productivity and happiness is based off of the people you surround yourself with. And so choosing to surround myself with people who made me feel that way was crucial. Now that I'm like very heavily influenced by my environment. So if I'm in an environment that's not suitable for like my mental health and well-being, then like it's gonna be pretty transparent that I've changed. So yeah, I think just like, I mean, really, it's just like, and then obviously we got closer, and then we lived together. And so when you're living with someone who just like, I mean, it's the same with like living with someone like you, like, she would do it. She'd get up at 5 a.m., go lift at the gym, come back, do breakfast. And so it's like hard not to be productive when you surround yourself with people with the same goals.
Agreed.
And like energy as you.
100%.
So thanks, Ariel.
Crucial to do that.
Yeah.
She is a dog.
She is a dog. She really is.
Break?
No breaks. Do you feel like you have like a good relationship and balance with social media?
No.
Or do you feel like it can become a hindrance?
Oh, I've chronically been online recently.
Yeah.
And I stole that from one of my coworkers, Jill. Thank you, Jill, for that. But I've chronically been online. Bad. Like reels. If you stole that saying from someone in person and you haven't seen it online, you're not chronically online. Oh, so I haven't seen that online. So that means I'm not online enough?
No, you're not.
So I should
because I'm chronically online.
Okay. Well, I feel like I send way too many reels.
You and Ariel do be sending me reels.
Yeah. So they're short.
But I feel like it's like a love language for some people at this point.
They're short spurts, though. I'll get on there for 5 minutes and scroll a ton. Like
I won't hear from someone for a week on reels, and then all of a sudden I got 20 in my DMs.
Yeah. Like I'll be on there. I'll watch 50 videos in 5 minutes.
Have you found like a hack to get yourself off? Like what?
What?
To get yourself off, not to get.
Why are you laughing?
Because I was like, did you find a hack to get yourself off?
No, I don't hack myself. I know what you're saying. I don't.
I wasn't asking you how you get yourself off.
I get it.
No, let me rephrase it. Because I might have to cut that out.
This is crazy. This took a turn.
Have you found a hack
to get myself off of social media?
media?
I just shut my phone off. I don't have to like.
You don't have to like. So you're not chronically online.
There's sometimes I'll be scrolling and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And I have to just lock my.
Brian's For You page is so boring.
Relax.
It's just sports.
What was I gonna say? But no, I don't. I was never someone that got on TikTok, so I still have never. I've maybe scrolled on TikTok.
You don't
once.
like wake up in the morning and then all of a sudden like it's been 3 hours and you've been on your phone.
Not 3 hours, but 40 minutes.
Okay.
That's happened. Like the other night.
I've found myself at 3 hours and then like my day's ruined. And then my head hurts because if it's in the morning, I haven't even put my glasses on yet.
That's crazy.
So do you have a hack for getting off of it?
I just tell them I can just shut it off whenever I want.
Okay. You can't you don't have moments where you're like, I literally can't physically remove myself.
No. I can just put it down whenever I want.
Oh, so I need to grow up.
No, you don't need to grow up. I'll tell you this though.
Sometimes I'm like, I want to read my book and I can't put my phone down.
No, I don't ever have to read it. It was either Sunday night football or Thursday night football over the last couple of weeks. It was a game that went late. I seriously, I'm not kidding you, spent from 11:30 till about 12:15 almost in tears laughing at some Instagram reels. And my algorithm was hitting so hard. Like it was laugh after laugh after laugh after laugh, and I was sending reels like it was my job. Like to this group, to you, to Gia, to this group, back to you, this group. Boom, boom, boom. What goal are you excited to go after in 2025?
Smoothie.
Oh,
I already mentioned it on a podcast.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I like working in silence.
Oh, so I wasn't supposed to say it?
No, you can just, it's out there now.
Oh.
It's go time.
Well, perhaps owning my own store.
Yes.
With my best friend.
Q Dog.
No, but he'll be the mascot.
We should name it. Oh my gosh. We should name it Q's. He's just a little guy though.
He is. He's literally always so tired. What's your thoughts on the motivation versus dedication debate?
I don't know much about it. Explain it to me. I'll give you my thoughts.
So, well, it's not really a debate. It's just like people coming to the realization that the way to achieve your goals, most often it's used in the sense of like going to the gym, but like to achieve your goals, you need to be dedicated because motivation won't always be there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because people be like, oh, I'm not motivated, I'm not going to the gym, and then they'll like comment on like gym girlies reels and they'll be like, how do you stay so motivated? And they'll be like, well, I'm not even motivated. I didn't want to go to the gym 4 times this week, but
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
If there's an argument, I agree with that side.
It's not really an argument.
Okay.
It's just the idea.
No, you have to be dedicated to whatever you're motivated for. Like there's days like when we started the Pine Room 2 years ago, and there's days none of us want to go in the studio or none of us want to go sell, but like you're dedicated because you're motivated. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you're motivated because you're dedicated.
Probably goes hand in hand. I think you can start something because you're motivated.
Yes.
You build something because you're dedicated.
But like speaking to future us, clip this for a year from now. From what is today's date? Today's November 13th. Clip it for November 13th, 2025. I'll be dedicated to start that shop with you though, because I already have ideas on how to help people's lives.
Well,
through health. So like I'll be on days when I know I'm not going to want to do anything with it.
Yeah.
I'll be dedicated to still make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you disagreeing with something I said? Oh, the way you came forth with it sounded like you were trying to say, maybe I just didn't follow.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was agreeing with everything that you were saying.
Okay. Well, because like I think obviously you're motivated to start it now, but there's going to be days
where you're going to have to be dedicated.
Yeah.
I'd love to disagree with something with you and do a argument, like a pick a side of like a movie if it's good or not. You're normally pretty right about things though, so.
I don't know, like what you would disagree with me on.
What's a.
I mean, I think there's things you won't understand fully, but like.
What?
Oh, I'm thinking more like on a deeper level.
Oh.
Like real things.
Yeah, I'll do real things. I was going to say why cheesecake's good, but that's not fun.
Oh, but I'm starting to like cheesecake.
Yeah. Your palate's changing.
Yeah. I'm growing up. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
If you're going to do it 100%. And I got that beat into my brain. Like,
you never do things at like 60?
When you do them, if you do them at 60%, you probably shouldn't be doing it. I got in trouble because I took my dirt bike into my neighbor's yard when I was like 8 years old and made a huge rut into their yard, massive circle, and I had to go plant grass into their yard. My dad gave me all the stuff. I went over there and I half-assed it so bad because I wanted to play Wii Sports. I mean, it should have taken me an hour. I did it in 10 minutes. I went back in there and he found it, and then he went out there and he laid into me pretty bad about if I'm going to do something, I better do it right.
That's cool that there's a story with it.
Yeah, so.
Do you like remember the day you were born?
No.
What's the first memory you have?
I don't know if it's because I've heard the story a lot, but I think I remember meeting Joseph Chapelier in preschool.
Oh, so how old would you have been?
4.
You don't think you have any memories from like 3? I feel like
Again,
you would.
I can see it. I can see 2 different things, but it's because I've heard the story so many times and I know where these happened. And I don't know if it's because I can envision the story or if it's because I actually remember these things happening. But they both involve me peeing on something I wasn't supposed to be peeing on.
You were just like you.
Yeah, we were meant to be. Yeah. First one, I peed on my grandma's garage. I was like 2 or 3. Next one, I peed on my pap's suitcase in the airport. I can remember that.
That's crazy.
A little bit. What about you? What's the latest you can remember?
I don't know like what the order is. I remember one time being in a Costco and I had this pig toy that has like these spike things on it.
Oh, okay. It's probably
that's
pretty
like
young.
the earliest I remember. That was like when we lived in Charlotte the first time.
Oh, okay.
So that's like younger than 4.
Wow.
But that's the earliest I can think of.
We had bunk beds in mine and my brother's room. So I was at least 4 because I'm 4 years older than Trace. And probably
because he wasn't in a bed when he was 2 months old.
So 5 or 6, maybe I was 7 or 8.
They put a 2-month-old on the top bunk.
But there was a sticker on our new bunk beds that just said "Do not remove."
You removed it?
Yeah, I remember like picking at it while we had people over at the house and just picking at it like while we're in conversation, like just playing with something like with my hands while people are in the room, and I ripped it off. And my sister walked in the room, my older sister, and said, "Do you know what that says?" And I read it. It says "Do not remove," and that's all I could read because I think someone had said that to me so many times. I really couldn't read that well yet.
Yeah. It's like when somebody like reads you a story so many times, you really just memorize it.
She said, "Do you know what that says?" And I knew it said "Do not remove." And she said to me, "Do not remove or you'll go to jail." And I knew it said "Do not remove." So I just believed her.
Yeah.
I was in tears for 20 minutes straight. I thought I was done.
No, I remember thinking like at some point that it was illegal to take like the tags off of pillows.
Yeah. I never thought that, but
oh.
Yeah, that was a you thing.
But like kind of the same thing. And like thinking it was illegal to have the lights on in the car.
Oh yeah, I was terrified of that.
Is there anything else your parents told you was illegal?
No, not really. The lights was a big thing. I thought we would go to jail if we called 911 and didn't have a reason to do it. I was terrified.
Well, that's illegal.
Oh, it is. Oh, so they were right. Okay, so I was definitely...
I don't know if you go to jail, like, you might get a fine.
Yeah.
But you can't, like, false report things to the police.
I remember one time I called 911. I snuck underneath my couch.
That's crazy.
And called it just to see what happened, and they answered, and I got so scared and hung up and threw it under the couch. The cop showed up to the door, and I was hiding downstairs because I knew I did something wrong. My mom was like, "I know you did it." I said, "No, I didn't." Like, obviously, I did it, and she knew I did. My older sister wasn't even home. Who else called me? Like,
what happened? Did you get in trouble?
I'm sure, yeah.
You don't remember?
No, I can't remember. They'll remember what happened to me. But
Did they make you, like, talk to the cops?
No.
Oh.
I was hiding downstairs.
Were there ever things like you just relentlessly denied? Like, it didn't matter if you got beat with a belt, you were not giving it up.
Yes. You can ask my parents all the time. All the time. I would not snitch, or I wouldn't
Is
give
there like a
myself
specific thing that you remember, like you still haven't come through with the truth?
Well, it took me like 7 years for a really bad thing, but yeah.
Can you say it?
Yeah. I was at a baseball tournament in New Jersey, and we were down at the beach. I know you've heard the story.
I'm not sure.
We were down at the beach in New Jersey. I was 10 years old because I didn't tell my parents until I was 16. So it was 6 years I came clean. I hope my mom's lying when she tells this story. I hope, because I feel horrible if she's telling the truth. I was 10 years old. I'll get to the part about what my mom says. What I did was 100% true. 10 years old, left the beach. It was one of those beach fronts where you walked right out of your hotel room. You went on the beach. Like we were in the hotel. You could just walk right out. I had to poop really badly. I walk in the hotel. I'm going to the bathroom. There's no toilet paper, so I use a shower, like a washcloth, to wipe. I don't know why. I took the
there was no toilet. I understand.
I don't know why
the
I did.
logic.
I don't know why I did what I did next.
Oh yeah.
I used the tablecloth or the shower cloth, the shower towel. What's it called?
A washcloth.
I used the washcloth to wipe. When I was done with it, instead of throwing it away, I left it on the floor. Now, I hope I didn't leave it on the floor for what's about to happen, but my mom gets back up to the room with us. It's on the floor. She starts freaking out. She's blaming it on me. I'm denying it. No, I didn't do that, Mom. I would not do that. I would not leave that on the floor. She said, tell me one more time you did not leave it on the floor. I said, Mom, I didn't leave it there. She stormed out. She left the room. She went downstairs. She came back up. She told all of us, I handled that. And I'm like over in the corner, like, I didn't speak a word. And one of my siblings said, what'd you handle? And she said, like, oh, I got the maid fired. I hope she's lying when she tells that part, that no one actually got fired, because I feel horrible.
Yeah.
If that actually happened.
But she thought somebody left their booby butt wipe in there.
And part of me thinks, like, wonder if I left it on that floor to actually just cause chaos. And, like, I wanted to see what happened.
Do you think you did?
Maybe a little bit. But the other part of me, like, not seeing how I grew up and the other mistakes I would make, there's no way I actually did that. I left it there on accident and forgot to throw it in that toilet just because I'm lazy.
Oh,
like, that's
but
definitely
throwing it in the
that.
toilet's not good. Like,
No.
if I would have done something like that, I would have, like, thrown it out in the trash. Or, like, put it all the way in the bottom.
I need to try to make that right. If that maid actually got fired, and I need to do something nice for a maid.
Yeah,
soon.
if that story sounds triggering to you, let us know, because maybe it's you.
Yeah, and I will make it right. I'm going to do something nice for a maid soon. Maybe, like, tip them a little extra or do something nice for them. Or
Yeah.
I hope my mom actually didn't get someone fired.
Supply them wages for all the years they haven't worked.
I don't have that kind of money. But I apologize to that maid if that actually happened.
What is one thing you would ask me that you feel the people need to know that relates to the topic of productivity?
Oh, how you handle adversity.
Ugh.
What type of person
I
are you
always
with it?
get confused what adversity is.
What do you mean? It's when things don't go your way. Simple way to put it. Because every day there's things that don't go your way that you have to overcome to be productive.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the situation, right? Like working in psych, nothing's ever going to go your way. Every day is actually a battle. Some days, every appointment is a battle because people are put on medications that are dangerous for their health. People are coming perhaps for the wrong reasons. And I know maybe who am I to decide like what's the right reasons, but you know, some people are there because they have a court order and they need the note documentation from it. But they're actually not interested in following the system to get the help they need. So, I mean, there's a million reasons. Like psych is just like there's adversity every 30 minutes. And then the computers go out. And then Sally Joe quits, and then Teresa Marie gets fired, and it just so I don't know. Like,
and then Samantha Marie's lunch didn't get sent to her.
Oh yeah. Then there was like a drug rep that promised to bring lunch, and then they don't show up because their car broke down, and their day's horrible too. So what do I do during those days?
Go get Firehouse subs, baby.
Yeah, I'm probably stopping at Mickey D's on the way back.
So good.
For a fun drink. I'm going to do something that makes me happy afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like facing adversity in those sort of situations, like, I don't know, just like remember that adversity is from 8 to 5. It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And make sure what you're returning to is something that you love and enjoy, right?
Yeah, that's
what
a good
I'm
point.
returning
I love that.
to, the personal life that I've built, I do love and enjoy. Brian is actually my best friend. Gia, I love going on the podcast to have a catch up with her because she's
Back at you, dog.
she's a top 5 person. She's it. Your mom, love going home to see her. Your dad, I love watching The Rookie with him.
So that's actually
I love also
unbelievable.
watching your dad slowly but surely bond with the animals.
Mm-hmm. He loves them.
But yeah, and then making sure you have like hobbies that are for enjoyment and setting boundaries. But there's only so much adversity I think you can always face. There's certain situations that you can't remove yourself from, but if there's something that's causing so much stress and anxiety and it's not something you need to be a part of, remove yourself.
Facts.
I'll be the first to remove myself.
Facts. I'm here for your show.
But, if it's just like, I had a bad day at work, like face the adversity. But like, if it's been 2 years, you've lost 20 pounds or you've gained 20 pounds, you can't even enjoy your hobbies anymore. You haven't been to the gym. Like, let's say the gym's a hobby you enjoy. You haven't been there. Or like, let's say walking, you haven't been there. Whatever you enjoy, like, it's just not even enjoyable anymore. Like, whatever circumstance you're in, whether that's the relationship, whether that's work, whether that's a friendship, whether that's where you live, remove yourself from it. If you can.
Dude, this is awesome. This is great advice.
I hope so.
Are you ready to handle the adversity of having 3 Campbell men in the same household now?
Yeah. Trace is one of the funniest people I know.
Facts.
The only issue is like all the farting. If I was someone looking at you from the outside, I would be like, how on earth do you have the energy? How do you have the energy?
Just sleep. I just feel like I feel like I sleep more than anybody I know.
Brian does sleep.
And I just feel like there's
Gia's pretty good at sleeping too.
Yeah.
I don't know if she does it quite as like consistently as you, but like if she needs a nap, she takes a nap.
Yes.
But I could never take a nap.
Mm-hmm. No, it's sleep. Sleep equals fuel in my mind.
Unless you got something.
Will you shake my hand? It was an honor to be on your show. Can I come back on when you guys hit 100 subs?
No.
Okay. 200?
No.
3?
Depends. Do people want him back? Because if people want him back, give us 100 likes on the video. That's crazy.
Should I get Dairy Queen? Q Dog, blink at me if I should. Oh, dang it.
He blinked.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, he's going to bed. Good night, buddy.
Okay, this week's Woman of the Week is going to be none other than Miss Gia Angelina
She's a dog.
Campbell.
And a gremlin.
Yeah, because she is that dog, and she has that dog in her.
And she's about to graduate school a year early.
A year early. And she has a job. She's an RA. She's a Pine Cellar girly. She takes photos. And she has like 1 million credit hours. And she does it all. I think we could all learn from a little bit of productivity from her.
She's going to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration and Marketing before the age of 21. She can't even drink a beer yet, and she's gonna have.
Wait, she won't be 21 before she graduates?
She won't be 21. She's gonna have a really good degree. She'll be worth, before the age of 21, approximately $50,000 at 20 years old.
That's crazy.
What is she worth in my eyes? She's priceless. I don't think they're gonna be able to pay her enough because I think she already does a better job than me and a lot of my classmates that I went to grad school with.
Dude, and she's going to be like the personality hire. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
She's the funniest person in the room.
Yes.
And you know what's so fun about walking around? Like, when I've been up to West Lib with Gia, and Brian's very, like, similar, too. But it's just, I just haven't seen, like, this kind of personality in a girl so much, or maybe it's just not as common, or again, maybe people I'm surrounding myself with. But Gio be walking around campus, she's like, hey, or she's like, I love your shoes. She's like, anytime she can find a compliment, she's complimenting somebody, and it makes their day.
Yeah, it's good. More people deserve that.
Yeah.
Every person deserves to be happy.
So yeah, let's go Gia. Let's give her a big old round of applause to finish out this semester.
You got this, Gia. She's close. 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
You got this. And I think what's crazy though, but people don't understand, is she's taking her junior and senior year business classes at the same time.
Yeah. So it's like upper level. It'd be like if I was, well, I mean, I guess I did, but like.
And she's doing your 2 arguably toughest semesters are your first semester of your junior year business classes and your first semester of your senior year business classes. And she's doing those at the same time.
Yeah.
To graduate a year early. Some of your easiest classes are your second semester of your junior year and your second semester of your senior year.
Yeah.
Which she gets to now do next semester.
Yeah. Breath of fresh air
for
her.
So if she can actually make it through these next 4 to 5 weeks, I need to call her after this and tell her this. If she can make it through these next 4 to 5 weeks, even with a B and C average, she's set.
I don't think she's there though.
No, I don't think she's there either. I think she's probably at that mid 3.5 or 3.8 GPA for some A's, B's, and maybe a C or 2. But yeah, it's really impressive. So congratulations, Gia, on being Woman of the Week, sponsored by Sammy LaBelle, PAC. Botox needs at your side. You need Botox, you call 304-867-5309.
What's that number?
867-5309.
Oh, just DM me on Instagram.
Yeah, just DM her. Send her a picture of your feet.
But yeah, anyways, Gio, Woman of the Week, not only impressive, oh my goodness, not only impressive in productivity, schoolwork, and accolades, but just an impressive human being overall.
Facts.
We love you.
Love you, Gia.
But thanks for watching the Pine Cellar Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sam Marie, and this is the closest thing I found to Gia on the side of the street today.
What's up? I was on a street. All right, let's try to guess the same word, but we have to do it in under 5 guesses.
No, let's just do it till we get it.
Okay.
Because we're not very good at this game.
No cheating in between the words.
Me and Brian's brains just don't operate the same.
No, like we can't even, if the first word I say wall and you say ocean, we just have to think. No speaking in between words.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
No, I can only think of those 2 words.
Ready?
Okay.
I'll always count down for us.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, dog.
Picture.
What'd you say?
Picture.
Picture and dog. Picture and dog. I got it. 3, 2, 1, Airbud.
Instagram.
Okay. Instagram, Airbud. Instagram, Airbud. Oh my gosh. Ready?
I have nothing. Instagram, Airbud. Instagram, Airbud. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Film.
We rate dogs.
But that's not one word.
Yeah, but it's you can still agree on it.
Okay.
You want to restart? Wait, what'd you say?
Because I would have already said that, but.
What'd you say?
Film.
Okay, let's restart.
No, film and we rate dogs.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Filter.
Photography.
Oh, we gotta be in the same ballpark. Oh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Picture.
Edit. I already said picture.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Picture and edit.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Video.
Facetune.
Oh my gosh, what is Facetune? I gotta get out of this ballpark.
No. Stay in it. Facetune and video.
I got it. 3, 2, 1.
Influencer.
FaceTime. Oh my gosh.
You can't edit your FaceTime.
FaceTime and influencer.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hollywood.
Hollywood prank.
Come on.
Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1. Danny
Punked.
Duncan. Oh my gosh.
Who's Danny Duncan?
Isn't he a
One
prankster?
word, you weirdo. Punked is like the show with Ashton Kutcher.
Ready?
No. Because I don't know who's Danny again.
Just focus on yours. 3, 2, 1.
Reality?
MTV.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Jersey
Shore.
Shore.
Yes. Clip it, chat. End the video. This is sponsored by Sammy LaBelle. PAC. Botox needs at your side. We out.
It's also sponsored by Media Gia. She takes pictures.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Me too. Let's go get some Dairy Queen. There's so much cute hair everywhere.
Sorry, Job.
Is he allergic?
No.
He loves Q.
Oh, jeez, I'm sweating. Good job.